Welcome to the Shield Football Podcast. I'm your host, Fredo. With me today is that boy, DC. And behind the scenes, we got that boy, Josh, and that boy, Steven, back there running things like they normally do. DC, what up, my bro?
What's going on, Fredo, man? It's good to be back in the saddle. Training camp's underway. Fantasy football's underway.
Yes, sir.
Won't be long. Football will be back.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. All right. So, if you didn't understand what I said, this is the Shield Football Podcast. It's not a Fredo's Football Talk no more. We changed the name, changed the logo, changed it up a little bit for this season and moving on forward. Man, I'm excited about that. Man, drop down in the comments, man, if y'all like the new logo, the new name, what y'all think about it. Let us know, man. But yeah, DC, I'm excited, man. Training camp is here, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Everything's going off in the NFL. Once training camp is here, you know it's football season, man.
Yeah.
And with that comes along also fantasy. And I'm excited, bro, man. There's plenty of things to talk about, like always, DC. In the NFL, there's always something going on.
Absolutely, man. You know, this is the time of year, Fredo, where you just pray that all your key players make it through training camp to get the season started.
Yeah,
and
man.
we've already seen there's been a few major injuries that have occurred already that's going to affect some teams big time.
Absolutely, man. And also, with that being said, DC, there's also some players that are holding out.
Yep.
And there's some players that just got paid right before training camp, man.
Yes.
But, man, that being said, DC, man, you want to jump onto these real quick?
Let's go get it, Fredo.
All right, man. Man, let's start off with Saquon Barkley, man. He signed a one-year deal with the Giants for $11 million, which includes a $2 million signing bonus, man. DC, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Same thing I had with Lamar Jackson. You were squawking, making all that noise just to go sit and settle for what they were already giving you. You got about another $900,000 more.
Yeah.
What the hell is that in New York?
Yeah, man.
Another $900,000 after you making all that racket. But the thing about it, these running backs, man, they got to deal with it.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. It's going to have to be collective bargain.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to have to go back, the unions, and talk to the NFL about this. If anything is to change.
Yeah, man.
Because, I mean, they're good. They're great athletes, but as far as what you really contribute, as far as their team success, sometimes you ain't doing as much as you think you are.
Yeah.
When you sit here and you got teams like the Chiefs and Mahomes just back-to-back Super Bowl with nobody can even name they running back.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then you come up here saying you want this and your team barely making the playoffs. I know you're putting up big numbers, but in the big picture, what are you doing for the team overall? You know, it's kind of, sometimes it can be a little selfish, but I do understand both sides of it. You know,
absolutely,
for sure. You know, when now all of a sudden the game is just evolving, man.
Yeah.
It's all about now this mobile quarterback thing, and they start moving in that direction, and that's going to change everything. Before you know it, these guys are going to be looking like Arena League football. I'm telling you, Fredo, running back is almost going to be obsolete unless you're one of those guys that can catch 60 balls a year or 50 balls a year, you know, out of the backfield, like the Eckler. I understand Eckler's argument, and I kind of understand Saquon's argument.
And Josh Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Yeah.
The guys can catch the ball out of the backfield, but with Saquon, as many games as he's missed, I mean, he really ain't got that much of a leg to stand on.
Exactly.
There's no doubt that he's one of the best in the league to do it. But Eckler, I don't know what the Chargers were thinking about. They should have gave him what he wanted.
Yeah.
For what he do for that team. You know, because he's all around back. Whatever you need, he can do it.
Yeah.
And that's why McCaffrey got paid.
Yep.
Even though he did miss a lot of games too. Kamara got paid just because of the ability. They're all around back that they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, I was thinking about Josh Jacobs as well, man. Josh Jacobs is still holding out with the Raiders. You know, I thought him and Barkley were gonna have something, you know, strong to hold up and show the league. But Barkley just gave up, like you said, for $900,000 more.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Yeah. I was like, and like they were offering you that same contract.
Yeah.
And free agency.
They offered more. They offered 13 a year.
Yeah, and so yeah, man. I guess sometimes, man, you gotta know what you're worth, man. But you gotta know when there's a good deal in front of you, man. And like you put the case, man. You just said it. He missed out on a lot of football, man. Yeah. Like almost 2 years worth of football out of the 4 years he's been there, right?
Right.
I was like, man, that's crazy. Now you got Josh Jacobs, man. Last year he was the number one rusher last year.
He led the league.
He led the league last year, man, and he needs to get paid. You know. It just especially in that situation with the Raiders, man. Like you know, like Garoppolo's your quarterback. You got Adams as your wide receiver, man. But I mean, but your tight end's not there no more. They traded him away to the Giants, and yeah, man. And my question is now the ball is on Josh Jacobs' court now, and let's see if there was a smart move on Saquon Barkley to sign right now, or Josh Jacobs go get a bigger contract than him.
You know, the problem with Jacobs is it's the Raiders.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they're gonna
man.
get the Davis family, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he end up missing a few games.
Yeah,
going back and forth with those cats. Once they get out there and they start playing, they realize they really need him. Then they might negotiate with him. But these running backs thinking they're gonna get $15 million a year, it's dead. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It ain't. Those days are about gone. Yeah. Other than what McCaffrey and what Kamara got.
Yeah.
But going forward, unless you just very, very special, that 15, you better hang out with your little $12 million a year.
Yeah.
I say little because it's little compared to all the other contracts.
Yeah.
You know, those guys, not the running back and the middle linebacker, the days of them getting big contracts are gone.
Yeah.
Especially with the middle linebackers, you know, you come off the field on third down, a lot of them, you ain't that good. So, but we're going to see how it goes here in the future with these running backs because, of course, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
He asked for a trade.
Yep. Yeah. So with the whole Jonathan Taylor situation, man, I think it's kind of funny. It just because I feel like I like misery within my own division, you know. So the fact that he wants to be traded already, and I heard that he met up with the Colts owner in a bus, like going towards training camp, and he said, "Yeah, man, like he wanted a better contract this year." And I guess the owner didn't want to budge with that contract, and he said, "Well, give me a trade then."
Yeah. His owner's one of them crazy ones too. He don't mind.
Yeah,
he'll go back and forth, and I hate that they bring this out publicly because when you start to do it publicly, as two men, you start to feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna talk to me like this in public, and you ain't gonna talk to me like this in public. So then it gets real nasty, and then you still end up making decisions that you're gonna regret later on.
Yeah, man.
So that should have definitely stayed in house with all these guys. Try to keep that stuff in house because the owner is the owner. He gonna do what he want to do. So ain't no reason to bring it out in public about this and that and this and that. But because it hadn't helped anybody yet.
Yeah,
you've seen Le'Veon Bell when he's had his stuff with the Steelers, and the Steelers they stood firm.
Yeah,
he was best back in the NFL damn near at the time.
Yeah, he was.
And the Steelers like, I don't care. This is what you get. And he felt like he was worth more, so they had to do their little thing and part ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And ever since then, he hasn't been right.
Yep.
Now he's over there doing boxing or MMA, whatever he's doing right now, man. Absolutely, man. You're right about that. All right, DC, let's move on to another one right here, man. Someone that just got paid. I'm talking about cornerback from the Dallas Cowboys, Diggs. He finalized a contract for 5 years, $97 million with $21 million guaranteed, man. And this contract has a max value to be up to $104 million with incentives, man. So yeah, man. So that means that he is now the 5th highest paid cornerback, earning $19.4 million a year, man. What do you think about that, DC?
That's a big deal. Jerry's one of these guys. He got some of the deepest pockets in the league.
Yeah, man.
But when I see that deal, the wheels start to turn. If you give him that, what you gonna give Michael Parsons? Michael Parsons, he's gonna be the highest paid. He's gonna be the highest paid defensive player in the league. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah,
you still got to pay CeeDee Lamb.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And at some point, Dak coming back around, and that's gonna be the decision that you have to make right there when it's time for Dak to come back around. Because and now Martin, he might be wanting to hold out the guard. Like he's got a bunch of money that he's got to come up with, or lose some people.
Yeah. And also, what about Tony Pollard?
Pollard too. He's on a 1 year deal. Yeah. So they may end up franchising him again next year. Yeah, he may go through the same thing that Barkley didn't hold out.
Yeah.
But Jerry's got some big questions to answer as far as contract wise coming. It's coming real quick.
Yeah.
Because like I say, Michael Parsons, he gonna reset the market.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be ridiculous what he gets. And he deserves it.
Yeah, absolutely. Man.
Every time he he's earned that.
Absolutely.
And that's why when he came out earlier and say he's a defensive end instead of that hybrid stuff, because he wants to get paid defensive end. Hey, that's a whole money deal. When he came out and announced that he's a defensive end, because they're the highest paid on that line.
Yeah. Well, like, is he officially a linebacker or is he
he's an edge rusher? It's basically a defensive end.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those are the guys that get. You don't want no linebacker title on you. Period. When it comes to making money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he wants big bucks. The edge rushers.
Yeah. So, all right. Let me ask you this, man. Is Diggs one of the top 5 cornerbacks in the league right now, in your opinion?
He's pretty close. He's right there. He's right in that range.
Yeah.
No further than 6 or 7. He's right there though. Yeah.
I mean, because right here, he's the 5th highest paid corner, so they consider him one of the top 5. But your
interception
opinion,
numbers will get him there.
Yeah,
the interception numbers will get him there for sure. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, like I wish Jerron was here, man. So because I really want to hear Jerron's point of view on this stuff. Like I said, man, I feel like my boy Jay is one of like the level-headed Cowboy fans. Like he tell you if that's right or wrong. So I always value my boy's opinion, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, DC. So yeah, man. That moving on, man. The Cowboys got many decisions.
Yes, they
who
do.
they want to keep and who want to let go, who they're gonna pay, man. But yeah, man. The Cowboys got a problem right there, man. All right. Let's see. You got anything else on those right there? On those two?
No.
All right. Hold on, man. Let me check up on something real quick. Is there any other players? So let's talk about quarterback Justin Herbert, man, from the Chargers.
Yeah.
Just got paid as well, man. His contract, this is the details of it. 5 years, $262 million. All right, for 5 years. And let me see. And I don't have the information right here, how much guaranteed he's getting. But yearly, he's gonna get paid $52 million a year. Yeah, man. So the Chargers locked him up for the next 5 years. This being said, man, he's gonna be with the Chargers to 2029. Even though he's only been to the playoff 1-2 times, and both times in the first round they have lost.
Yeah.
And last year they were up 3 touchdowns with the Jaguars, and they still managed to lose that game. DC, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Well, we've seen that coming, and it's only going to continue to get bigger. Joe Burrow's on deck.
Burrow,
he finna get his too. So
he's been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I understand him. Yeah, but this guy here, I mean, you're $252 million.
Yeah, man.
Man, you could have sprinkled some of that down to Austin Eckler. Y'all over there playing hardball with Eckler, and you giving this guy that much money. It makes no sense because, like I say, as far as what he's done, the talent is there. But overall, as a team, what they've done, oh God, it's iffy. But that's the price you pay for quarterback. Ain't no way around it. When Daniel Jones got what he got, hey, all these other quarterbacks know they $10 million a year better than what Daniel Jones was. So that's going to be the market from here on out. I just hate to see what it's going to be once Joe Burrow get his money.
Yeah.
And then once that happens, don't be surprised if Mahomes come back to the table. Even though he got a 2-year deal, I would not be surprised if he comes back around and like, ain't now one of these cats deserve more money than me. I got
same division.
2, I got 2 rings. Y'all gonna let these cats get paid more than me? We need to go back to the drawing board.
Damn.
So I can see that coming, especially after Joe Burrow. And you say, I done beat this guy a couple of times. And you gonna give him that kind of money, and I can't get that?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a real interesting in the future. Go see how this works out.
So all right, so my thoughts on this, man. All right, so the whole situation with Eckler not getting paid, man. Look, the bottom line is, man, like the Chargers won a lot of games because of him. So I was like, man, you're not gonna pay him something, like. And then you got Herbert right here, man, making all this money now, and he hasn't improved nothing, man. I get it, man. That division they play in already, it's hard.
Right.
You got the Chiefs, you got the Broncos, and you got the Raiders. Now, those teams I just mentioned right now, I'm not saying they're great except for the Chiefs. The Chiefs are always contenders. But, the Broncos, and they ain't chumps. The Raiders, or at least last year, they were looking solid, And so, yeah, man, I get it, man. That's a hard division, but you haven't done nothing outside, from that division. The fact that you made the playoffs already with that, that says something. You had 2 teams representing the West from that division, and making it to the playoffs, that says something, man. But when it comes to the playoffs, man, if your quarterback can't take you to that next level, like Mahomes, or like or like a Hurts, bro. I mean, come on now. I mean, but he's getting paid now. But I want to say he gets paid more now than Hurts, right?
Yeah. They've just run up. Hurts, Lamar, then him. They finna find out real quick. Because the way the AFC is shaping up, just the AFC East alone, with those teams right there in quarterback, it's going to be tough to make the playoffs. The AFC North alone, between Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
those are going to be some division where they might be fighting to get 3 teams in each.
Yep.
And then the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, you know? Yeah. And whoever comes out of the AFC South.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough this year.
Yeah.
You know, the fans gonna be looking at it like, man, we paid this guy to do that, but in reality, the competition is just stiff.
Yeah.
In AFC.
Absolutely. All right, let's move on to another contract deal right here. DC, the Texans have re-signed Titus Howard through a 3-year deal, $56 million, and out of that $56 million, 36.5 is guaranteed. All right, this one right here, man, I'm excited about. Who for y'all who don't know, I'm a Texans fan. I'm excited because this right here lets me know that Texans are willing to invest to protect C.J. Stroud. Mm-hmm. Even though they haven't officially announced why he's not the number 1 starter yet, but I feel like they're protecting their investment within the quarterback position. Mm-hmm. And now you got Tunsil, you got Stroud. I mean, I'm sorry, you got Howard, mm-hmm. and you brought in the offensive lineman from the Buccaneers, Mason, mm-hmm. and then they drafted a new center. Yep. So they want to invest in the offensive line. So I think this right here is good because not even Deshaun Watson had a line this good. Yeah. The Texans had to go get Lemmy Tunsil mm-hmm. To protect them, man. So yeah. So I feel great about this re-signing right here. This is a solid signing right here for 3 years, $56 million, $36 million guaranteed. Not bad. DC, what are your thoughts on this one, man? Not bad at
all, but they do have, like you said, they protecting Stroud. They tied a lot of money up into that position.
Yeah, man.
And you can do that when you have your running back, your best running back is on a rookie contract. Mm-hmm. Your quarterback's on a rookie contract. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of young receivers that's still on a rookie contract. Yeah. So you can get away with that. But at some point, you know, when these guys start to get a little further down the road, you got to start paying everybody. So you can invest that much in the offensive line right now because you got a lot of small contracts elsewhere. Mm-hmm. But I don't mind it at all. Take care of the rookie, man. You don't want him to go down like some of these other guys, get out there and get their heads beat in.
Like a Joe Burrow, man, like he was in the first. And like I said, Deshaun Watson, man, these cats were getting sacked all the damn time. Yep. Like this situation right here reminds me of something like the Cowboys with Dak Prescott. Mm-hmm. When he came in, he had that line already, man. He had that big old wall, and I feel like that's why he had so much success in his first 2 years, you know. Mm-hmm. And this is great too, man, because you got to protect your quarterback, man. Any team has to protect their quarterback. Yeah,
it does make a difference for them as far as them being comfortable in the pocket and realizing that the backside, I'm okay. With this guy over here, so I ain't got to worry about that, and you can concentrate what's going on downfield and up in the pocket. So with Tunsil. He's one of the top, probably 4 tackles in the league, so I understood that money. Now they tying up Howard. You know, he's been there for a while, so he knows everything and with the linemen, and so But only time will tell, Fredo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just stay healthy and turn around and hand that ball off to Pierce. You'll be okay.
Yeah, and this is Tunsil's 4th head coach.
Yes,
that's crazy, bro.
Yes,
and Tunsil's only been here for 5 years.
5 years.
That's crazy. Man, it's just, man, like, believe me, man, me as a Texas fan, man, I was like, I feel like that image when that dog's in the burning building, he just standing there, like, not knowing what the hell is going on or what he should do, man. All right, so let's move on, man. Also, the Giants have signed their left tackle, Andrew Thomas, to a 5-year deal. Man, DC, $117.5 million that includes $67 million guaranteed, DC. What do you think about this signing right here?
Man, I ain't gonna even lie, Fredo. I really didn't know about this cat. But until I seen his contract come across the bottom of the screen, I'm like, who is this dude, man, getting paid like that? But that just goes to show you where the money's being spent. Quarterback, offensive tackles, defensive line. You know, that's where the money's being spent. Yeah. So if they feel like they need their guy to protect the quarterback and that's what he's worth, then I ain't mad at him. At all. But like I say, I didn't know much about the cat at all. I know a lot of tackles names that come across, but when his name came across, like, who? What? He's been there that long, and I really didn't know much about him. I ain't gonna even lie.
Now this one right here, this next one right here is surprising me, DC. The Bears have signed their tight end Cole Kmet for 4 years, $50 million, $32 million guaranteed, bro. He hasn't done anything.
Right.
To be honest with you, I don't think he's even top 10.
No.
Tight end.
No,
he's getting paid.
Yeah, like, he stole a lot of money this time. I don't know if it's just a continuity thing with him and Justin Fields, or somebody that probably feels real comfortable with right now, because that's the only person he was throwing to last year. That was the only healthy receiver he had.
yeah.
So I don't know if Fields had something to do with that decision, but he got paid. He's stealing.
Yeah.
But hey, I can't knock him for it. The team gave it to him. They got money to spend.
Yeah.
I can't knock him for it. So we'll find out real quick.
Yeah, man.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll to find out about that real quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
DC, on the top of your head, man, do you have any more people that have got signed? Because I'm right here going through my notes now. I feel like I don't see nothing else.
Yeah.
Now, listen, if you want to jump into the next subject about players getting hurt.
What about the D-Hop signing?
Oh, man. All right. So, me as a Texas fan, man, D-Hop did sign with the Titans for 2 years. Well, do you know the details of that?
I think it was like 20. He got like 13 a year.
All right, 13 years.
Yeah.
So what the contract's what, $28 million?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, with the incentives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the contract's worth $28 million, and you say how much is that guaranteed?
2 years, 13 a year. Guaranteed.
13, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my thoughts on that, man. Don't get me wrong, man. D-Hop is a awesome wide receiver. I still feel like he has a good, solid year in him.
Mm-hmm.
I see that, man. But he is in the more in the decline. Worth, but he doesn't have that speed. He never did have that speed,
right.
really. But throw that ball in the air, man, there's an 80% chance that he's going to get it. Yeah. It's not a 50-50 chance. No. It's a 80% chance that he's going to get that ball. Yeah. And I see some highlights already from the Titans training camp, and he's making some catches out there, man. Pressure's under him, and this boy's still catching them balls. My only issue is, and this is my fan hat, I'm going to put that on right now. My issue is that the fact that he signs with the Titans. If he would have signed with the Colts or Jaguars, I'll still be on my feelings about it. Just the fact that it is the Titans, and the Titans revealed this year they're going to wear their Oiler uniform as a throwback and then use it against the Texans. It just put more fire. It puts more liquid to the fire, more gas to the fire. My mistake if I mess up that reference. It just, man, it bugs the hell out of me, man. And, people might say, yeah, you're on your feelings about it. Yeah, yes, I am. But, this is the whole part of my fan coming out. But overall, man, I think I wish he would have gone to a real contender. I'm pretty sure you agree with me, DC. The Titans this year ain't going to do nothing.
Right. When it first came out that he was a free agent, and the two teams that popped up was the Titans and the Patriots. And I'm thinking to myself, to me, neither one of these teams makes sense.
Absolutely.
Not based on the rosters, but the head coaches. See, D-Hop is the guy that don't practice. Everybody knows that. That's why him and Bill O'Brien was bumping heads. He's the guy that didn't want to practice. And I didn't feel like either Vrabel or Belichick would let that slide. As far as the guy coming in and not wanting to practice every day like everybody else. But I'm sure they got some kind of agreement because he would have never signed if that was the case. But with that being said, if I'm him, I wouldn't have picked either one of those teams. I would have went to a contender, but I guess he wanted the money.
Yeah,
he wanted the money. And when him walking in, the Titans got to win for it. We had probably the worst wide receiver room down there in the NFL. And now he steps in and he can help Treylon Burks come along. And when he comes to the Titans, he walks in as the best receiver in the division outside of Ridley. Ridley, the only argument I'm going to listen to in the whole division. Yeah. He shows up as the best receiver in the division now. So he's going to help Tannehill out a lot. And he's going to help the tight end out, the receiver out a lot. But once again, I still can't understand, other than money, how he got to that decision. Yeah, man. Right now he's talking all a good game, but he still got to be healthy. Yeah. Like you said, I know he can still go. But as long as he's healthy, he should be fine. He's gonna make a difference in a few games this year, I think, for us, for sure.
Okay, yeah. So how do you feel? Besides him getting paid and besides him, picking the Titans, if there was another team that you think he should have gone to, what team would that have been?
I would have tried to slide in there with the Bills or the Chiefs, one of the big dogs that's already right there ready. But of course, it came around to the money, and we see that now. Yeah, we see it. It's obvious. It was a money deal. But I can't be mad at him for that. Yeah, but I'm glad to have him. Like I say, it gives us a lot better chance.
Yeah, absolutely. It does.
That's competing with Jacksonville now.
Yeah,
got somebody out there.
Yeah, man. Man, I wish I still got love for D Hop, man. I wish him the best, man. But when we play against y'all in those 2 games, man, like I hope he don't have no touchdowns, especially when he comes back over here back to Houston. Even though he still stays here in Houston, he still has homes right here. And in his Instagram, he's always posting up that he's in Houston. So, he still got love for the city, man. Like I wish the Texans would have signed him, man. But I think the too many bridges will burn when he took off, man.
How do you think the fans are gonna treat when he shows back up that first time?
It's a little bit of a mix, man. I know he means more to the city than he did Watson, and Watson still got some love when he came back over here. And I feel no matter what, man, he's always gonna get that love. Like I said, he's the second best wide receiver in Texans history, next to the great Andre Johnson. Somebody might say that he's better than Andre Johnson, and I'm one of them. I think he's a better wide receiver than Andre Johnson. And that being said, when he comes back, man, it's all love, man. Like I'm not gonna, I don't wish no bad for him, man.
No booing or none of that stuff.
No. I ain't gonna, matter of fact, I think I might even wear his jersey that day, man.
Oh man, yeah, good luck on that one.
Yeah, man.
Take a picture when you go do that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, what's it called? But yeah, man. I just wish the best number for him.
Yeah. I can understand it. That guy, he basically went to your rivalry, even though there was a stop in between with the Cardinals. You love for the Texans. You love the players that play for you.
Yeah.
But then for them to come back and circle around and play for your rivalry, of course you're going to feel some type of way. All of them are going to feel some type of way. But eventually they'll get over it. And he'll end up in the Texans Ring of Honor, whatever.
Oh, absolutely, man. The standards high up already. That what JJ Watt's going to be, he's going to be in the Ring of Honor this year. And absolutely, man. D Hop's gonna be up there, right next to JJ Watt, man. And to be honest with you, man, just I really feel like he's gonna be. He is the best wide receiver right now, as long as he stays healthy as well. Ever since he left the Texans, man, he only missed 1 game, and last year he missed 3 games of injuries, and then he was suspended for 6, man. So we'll see what's up.
Yeah.
We'll see what's up with that. All right, DC, let's move on to this other one right here, bro. Nick Bosa, man, hasn't reported to training camp yet. He's holding out to get a new deal. Right now he's in his 5th year option with the 49ers, but he wants a new contract going in. And right now he's guaranteed $17 million going in, man. So what are your thoughts about that, man?
With Nick Bosa, I get it. $17 million, 5th year. You don't want to go out there with a lame duck contract. I don't blame him. He's gonna get it. I don't mind. I have no problem with him holding out because I've seen the product on the field. I know what he does.
Yeah, man.
We talk about all the defensive coordinators that came from the 49ers with Saleh, even D'Amico. I can promise you, I don't give a damn how good they were. If they didn't have that dude out there,
no matter,
the defense would have looked nothing like the way it did. And he's earned that. He's gonna get that 20 plus a year, for sure. So I don't have no problem with that at all. And I don't think they're gonna have a problem business wise between the two of them. They're gonna get it done, I think, before the season starts. He'll get his money. He'll be seeing it come across here real quick soon because he earned it. He probably what, but him and Parsons are probably the best at what they do in the league, man. So those guys deserve to be the top 2 defensive end players. And with Myles Garrett coming in behind them, those guys deserve that money, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Parsons is one of the top 3 defensive players right there out there, man.
We're talking about every position.
Every position, he's one of those if factors that he has it, man. No matter what, he kind of reminds me similar a lot to JJ Watt. If he's in the field, he's gonna bring trouble to y'all, man. So you gotta prepare him every day. Yeah. If you play the 49ers, what's that one name you're gonna look at? That's gonna be Bosa, bro.
When you're planning, even before C-Mac, you planning for Bosa.
Absolutely, man. When that schedule comes out, you play the Niners. Just imagine the Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Rams. Man, man, these guys have been playing them every year for the past 5 years against Bosa.
Yeah.
Can't slow that man down. Good luck.
And it changes your whole offensive scheme for that week.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you got a whole different protection package when it comes to these kind of guys, just to try to slow them down. Sometimes double, triple team.
Yeah.
And that can make your playbook a lot smaller when you're dealing with these guys.
Yeah, man.
He's gonna get he might get off 23, 24 million.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald got his money. A lot of these guys, Quinny Williams got his money. Big money on these defensive line, but he might reset the market just so Parsons can come right behind him and do it again.
Yeah.
He knows it. So whoever gets there first, the next one gonna up him. Either way it goes.
Yeah.
So I enjoy watching those guys, man.
Yeah,
They're
man.
game changers, man.
Yeah, man. So we'll see, man. My only curiosity is, man, is like how much he's gonna get. I know it's gonna be something ridiculous, man, but it's gonna be worth it though, man.
And like I've always said, Fredo, to me, the most important unit in football is the defensive line. I think they're more important than the offensive line. They're more important than the secondary to me. But because you got 4 guys on the defensive line that can apply pressure without any help in causing double teams on the offensive line, then that's a win. Yeah. That frees up your linebackers to do what they need to do. Yeah. And that's what Bosa does. He takes 2 people. When the ball is not Aaron Donald, he takes 2 people to keep him in check. Michael Parsons, 2 people. Those guys, anytime you can create a double team, every time, you know what you're supposed to do.
So, all right. So let's go back, man. All right. Describe one award for these 3 defensive players you just said. All right. I'm gonna shoot you these names, and I want you to give me one word that defines them. All right. Michael Parsons.
Monster. Straight monster, man. Unstoppable, man.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, man, what he does. I didn't think he was like that when he came in the league, but then you got out there, you see him on TV, you're like, this dude is different.
See, one thing about
This dude is different, man.
One thing about Parsons, bro, I think about speed. The fact that he's big and he moves fast like that, man, that like to me, like that's a freak right there. You see, to me, but that speed catches my eye, bro.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Aaron Donald.
Ridiculous, ridiculous, man. Because the way he's built, he shouldn't be doing what he's doing, man. He ain't as big as most people would think he is.
Yeah.
He's just really strong. His arms ain't that long like you would think most defensive linemen are, but he's ridiculous, man, to what he is able to do at that size, in the middle of that, dealing with centers and guards all day. A lot of people, they expect a lot of sack numbers, but for the sacks he's getting in that position, he's damn good. Because the sacks ain't easy to come from the middle of the line like that. Yeah, that's what the most protection is. Defensive end, a lot of times you might get a one-on-one battle to get a sack, but this guy going to deal with 2 or 3 people every snap.
Okay.
And for him to still get sacks like that, hey, that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. All right. What about Myles Garrett?
He's an animal. He's an animal, man. I watch some of them videos, man, and the stuff he do when he's working out, the box jumps, and I see him on the basketball court doing different stuff, and then it just translates right onto the football field.
Yeah.
And you see him out there on Sundays, you're like, my God. Hopefully they'll put a decent enough team out there this year so you get, more exposure to everybody else, to get more games on TV with Watson being there. So I'm thinking they will get a little more. People will get to see what he's all about. His annual pay says he is that, but a lot of people don't really get to see a lot of Cleveland Brown games.
Yeah.
They're not one of the teams that the ESPN or ABC's rather put up there like that.
Well, like at least over here, y'all who don't know, we're based off of Texas. Houston to be exact, but what's it called? So over here we don't see that many Browns games. Or if we do, it might be like a national televised game. And this year I want to say they have 4 primetime games. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah,
so we're going to see them this year.
Yeah, so we're gonna see what's up with this year with them, man. But we don't see them a lot as we do these other teams. Yeah. For sure over here, if it's not a Texans game, it's gonna be a Cowboy game.
Yes,
that's for sure. All right, so you said Monster. Well, and you said
it was Animal.
Animal
for him,
and
Monster was for Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons,
yes. And Aaron Donald, he was
ridiculous. Freak, ridiculous. There we go. Yeah, man. That's crazy. All right, so let's move on to the next one right here, man. So let's talk about the head coaches that have announced the rookie quarterback as starters, man. So as of right now, in this year's draft, there was 4 quarterbacks drafted. No, there was 3 in the first round, and there was 1 in the second round. And hold up, man. So I got it was
Bryce Young,
CJ,
and then the Colts.
The Colts.
Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, so that's 3. Okay. All right. My bad. It was 3. So right now, Frank Reich is it Wright or Rich?
Reich.
Okay. Frank Reich has man, I'm sorry about that. So, anyways, the head coach of the Panthers have announced that Bryce Young is the number 1 quarterback for the Panthers moving on this year. Are you surprised about that, DC?
No, I'm not. It may be the right decision.
Yeah.
It may not be. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised. Number 1 overall. Like I say, the size still bothers me. I hope they spent the money like the Texans did with their offensive line. That's what they need to be doing with their offensive line.
Yeah.
Spending the money on the offensive line. He's the other small guy.
So I seen pictures of Bryce Young under center. You can't see him.
No.
You can barely see that red jersey, man. But yeah, man, when he's in front of his big old wall,
yes,
you can't see that dude, man. Yeah. So especially when he's under his knee center now, when he's behind shotgun. Yeah, you can see him, man. But I see that really the head coach from the Panthers likes his quarterback underneath center.
And that's a problem though.
Yeah, man.
I think they'd be more shotgun or more roll out with him because he can't see. Just like you can't see him, he can't see either. Yeah. Unless they give him some 7-step drops, some stuff like that where he drops way back.
And just imagine these defenders jumping up and with their hands up, man. It's like, bro, and those big ass helmets.
I know he was in the SEC playing against some monsters, but now he's playing against some monsters that can really play. In the SEC, you might be playing against on your defense. You might play against maybe 5 NFL players.
Yeah,
well, guess what? Now you got 11 on the other side. NFL players. So I can't wait to see him, man. I really can't. I wish the best for him, but I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so now we're gonna move on to CJ Stroud. He was the 2nd pick overall. So DeMeco Ryans, head coach of the Texans, he said that there's still a competition. I'm gonna put a pause on that. Here's my fan hat coming on. What competition, man? I mean, seriously. Case Keenum, he's like this is his 13th year, and like he's almost 1 foot out the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
No shade, man. He's been in great games. He's been a great backup, but man, like he's not the key. He's not the answer to your franchise. Right. And then you got Davis Mills, man. This kid had a chance last year to prove himself. Boy, did he failed, or the Texans failed him. Whichever, I could go with either or.
Right. Right.
I get it. He might have been in bad positions, but he had opportunities to show something. If anything, man, his first year with David Culley, he looked even better.
Right.
So I don't know what happened in that aspect, man, but I do know that CJ Stroud should be your QB1 going into Baltimore,
right,
and not this competition.
Right.
I don't know what exactly the Texans are trying to do or trying to say behind closed doors, man, but it should be Stroud.
Yeah. There's no get this Davis Mills stuff out of the way. There is no competition, man. You drafted a guy, top pick for you. He's a starter.
Yeah.
Day one. There's no Davis Mills. The good thing about the Texans, they got probably the best backups in the league. You got some guys that's got experience as far as game playing time. So just come on out, announce it, and let him get all the reps with the first team.
And
stop putting that in and that Mills with the first group. And no. Put Stroud out there with the first group.
So a couple of days ago, we were at the Texans training camp, and CJ Stroud was playing with the ones. So he was out there practicing with the ones. Coming into training camp, that's what DeMeco Ryan said, that is still an open competition. And that's the thing that bugs the hell out of me, because they did the same thing with Deshaun Watson. Tom Savage was the quarterback at that time. They even D-Hop said, that's my QB1. That's what D-Hop said. And half of that Jaguar game, they took him out, put Watson in, and the whole chemistry changed.
Yes.
And don't waste your time with that, man, especially coming up with Baltimore.
Yeah.
We're going to need the best out there.
The locker room knows. The locker room knows who gives them the best chance to win.
Yeah.
And them other 52, 51 guys in the locker room know Stroud gives us the best chance.
Yeah,
we tried this last year. We know what the results
2 years later.
Yeah. Stroud gonna get his young guy a shot.
Yeah,
he look like he can do it. Put him out there. Let him play.
Yeah.
Get the experience.
Absolutely.
It ain't it ain't Mills.
Yeah.
Damn sure ain't Case Keenum. Case Keenum got the best job in the world. That backup quarterback where you just get all those millions and hang out.
Yeah.
But of course, there's gonna be some mentorship in that involved with as far as Keenum teaching him how to be a pro.
So if I had to rank this, DC, I'll put it like this, man. Stroud, QB1, QB2 be Keenum.
Right.
And your QB3 will be Davis Mills. If anything, I feel like they're gonna hold Davis Mills because there's gonna be a team that was gonna hurt, for a quarterback. Hey, if you could get a 4th round pick out of out of Davis Mills, bro, that's a win. Because
anything,
because that right there, because you drafted him in the 3rd round, he was your first pick.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, when the Texans had their first pick was in the 3rd round, and that was that first pick. That was Casario's first pick right there. So if you get a 4th round out of him, take it.
Take it. Jump on it. Don't even discuss it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, take it as soon as you can.
Yeah. So now let's go to the 3rd quarterback right here, Anthony Richardson, the quarterback from the Colts right there. So we know his back. We know the other QB is Minshew.
Minshew,
yeah. So Minshew, I haven't heard anything what's going on over there. The only thing I've heard from Anthony Richardson that he's coming out of surgery, something with his nose. So we don't know how long that's going to take him to be 100 again. But I don't know. Do you see what are your thoughts on that one, man?
They hadn't named a starter yet either. But Minshew's been taking first team reps. They've been going back and forth, kind of like the Texans.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sold on him being the day one starter.
Yeah.
Just because of who the backup is with Minshew. They took Minshew before they even drafted him. So, with that being said, that's the reason I wanted Seattle to draft him and let him sit behind Geno a year.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't really sure if he was a day one starter. You're getting all the reports out of camp of he can throw the ball with flick of his wrist for 60 yards, but if it hits the goalpost, what good is a 60-yard pass? Where's the accuracy at? Show me somebody. And you got to remember, we're in Hamilton T-shirts and shorts. Hey, that defensive line you're playing against now ain't trying to knock your head off. They ain't really trying to get to you like that.
Yeah.
You wear a certain color jersey probably just to keep people up off of you.
Yeah.
So I'm really not sold on him being a day one starter. I wish he would have got some a year to sit behind like Geno or somebody, because I'm scared he may come in and may approach the game differently, with the run first mentality. Which, I mean, if they, that's going to be on the head coach though.
Like an RG3 situation.
Yes. You beat yourself up in the first couple of years before you get a chance to really learn and sit back and read and hang out in the pocket a little bit, run when necessary, or when they draw a play up for you. So, when you got that ability to run, you just, hey, there's a hole, I'm gone.
Yeah.
But eventually that catches up to you.
Yeah, man.
We've seen that. Run when necessary, you'll be okay. But I just don't think he's a day one starter. Maybe 4 or 5 games in.
Yeah.
Because what I'm worried about is him coming out there and playing terrible first 2 or 3 games. Pulling him.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Minshew's enough for the rest of the season. Then, I think that may do something to his psyche, man. Once you get pulled like that as a young kid, then you sit back and watch.
Yeah.
If you watch it from the beginning, I think it'd be a little bit more understanding. I understand why they got me watching, but I got pulled, so that means I don't know what's going on from here on out. So we'll see when the time comes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Everything you just said right there, man, I agree with you 100%, man. So we'll see what happens coming out of Indianapolis right there. But like I said, man, I love misery within my own division as long as it's not on my team, man. So, yeah, I'll take that. Because some experts have picked the Colts over the Texans to win more games this year, So right now, I want to say Vegas has the Texans, not winning more than 6 games, or is it 5 games? I want to say it's 5 or 6. If I was a betting man, I say Texans going to win more than 6 games this year, man. And the odds are, man, plus 950. So you put 100, you win 950.
Damn.
So
another thing with Richardson, if Jonathan Taylor don't play this year, that really changes everything. Yeah. Who you gonna be handing off, Zach Moss? So you really gonna get this 9-man boxes loading up on
just
you.
Blitz.
It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible.
Just
man.
blitz because also like if you can't throw the ball right, I mean the best wide receiver is what, Pittman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck with that, Fredo.
Yeah, man. All right, DC. Let's move on to the injuries now, man. That's happened over training camp or right before training camp. All right, man. Let's start off with this one, man. Jalen Ramsey, man. He suffered a left knee injury during practice, and he was carted to the locker room. As of right now, I heard. I'm not too sure about this. I heard that he might be out for like 3 to 4 weeks.
They said December.
Oh,
meniscus. That's what I'm hearing is December because of the meniscus.
Oh, so they came out with the
and I think they went out and picked up Eli Apple or somebody.
Yes, they did. Yes,
yeah.
And first of all, that's totally different, man.
Yes,
Ramsey top 5, Eli Apple
somewhere out
25. Like I know he was a problem with the Bengals. He always gave the Bengals a lot of penalties. Some dumb penalties, man. And good luck with dealing with that character. But Jalen Ramsey, man, that's a big hit, and what they gave up for him also to get him.
Yeah, that's devastating to the Dolphins defense. Just because the receiver that they got to deal with, you got to deal with Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, and Gary Wilson, twice a year. And you ain't got nobody out there that you got no confidence in to go out there and try to handle those guys. So it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, it is, man.
Well, of course, Tyreek is on his team, but that division right there probably got some of the best receivers.
They do.
Group-wise.
They do, except for the Patriots. Patriots don't got no wide receivers. Yeah,
they got some big names up there, man. With quarterbacks that can get them the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's gonna be tough.
Absolutely. Well, when you think about the division, man, you straight up think about now Aaron Rodgers and you got boy Allen from Buffalo. I mean, those are some dogs right there. Even though Rodgers might be up there in age, hey man, but he's better than Mac. He's better than Tua. I mean, but you got to show that respect on him, So we'll see, man. Yeah, man, that's a big loss for the Dolphins right there. It just, man, that team has just been bad with injuries, man. When it comes to players, key players, man.
Bad luck.
Yeah. All right. So now, you got anything more on Jalen?
No.
Let's talk about this other injury right here, man. And I feel like this is a team that might call the Texans, depending how bad the situation might be with the quarterback I'm talking about. I'm talking about Joe Burrow, man. He had a calf injury during practice that he was carted off the field. This one right here, DC, I'm not too sure if I heard how long he's going to be out. Have you ever heard anything about this one?
They just said several weeks, which means I think you won't see him in the preseason by week 1.
I mean, he shouldn't be playing the preseason.
Right.
But yeah, man, but this one right here, me personally, I don't think this is not going to affect his pay.
Yeah.
Because I know he's going to get a contract before the season starts. He has to.
Right.
But DC, my question to you is, are the Bengals in trouble with this injury?
The problem with this injury is just it's a soft tissue injury, man. And these are one they you think they're gone away, and then all of a sudden you get out there on the field, you make one cut and it's back. I understand a broken bone, you say, oh, it's healed, I'm good to go. But when you start dealing with hamstrings and calves and
like a muscle,
soft tissue stuff, hey, you just never know. He may not be good the whole year. But you just hope it's something that it ain't as bad. I haven't heard what the grade is on it. You hope it's not as bad that it don't just linger the whole season long. It's something that would rest another 4 weeks. When the season starts, he's good to go.
Yeah.
But like I say, you just don't know. They just might show up in the middle of just nowhere, in the middle of the game, man. Just all of a sudden you back down. Because when you seen the video, he already had a sleeve on his calf.
Yeah.
So that means it ain't just happened then. Something was already going on. And he just basically, I guess, re-injured it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. When he was limping, like he knew already.
Yes.
It's like, man, like when he was trying to make that cut to the right, and once he threw that ball out, he felt it, man. He was limping. It got to the point in his third step, he just
went to the ground.
He went to the ground, man. So maybe he knew he's been having a problem with that. I guess he didn't deal with it in the off season, because once you have surgery on those things, man, like you're gonna miss some weeks.
And that's probably one of those things where it won't be a surgery. Just they're gonna tell him rest and rehab to get that right, because you don't want to be cutting on the muscle this time of year for sure.
Absolutely. Hey, so going back to Jalen Ramsey, I'm seeing right here that they're saying that he can miss anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm thinking he should be back Like October. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they said meniscus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going. Yeah, is repaired to a meniscus injury in his left knee. Is expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
and it says Ramsey could miss more time depending how the surgery goes.
Right. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Big loss.
That's a big loss right there.
Depending on what kind of position the Dolphins in when that 6 to 8 weeks come back, you may just sit them out. Because it's gonna be tough for them this year.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Has there been any more injuries, DC, that we know of?
Nothing major that I can think of off the top of my head, Fredo.
Okay.
No, nothing major.
All right. All right. All right, DC. So we've talked about the people that have gone paid.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about rookie quarterbacks. We talk about the injuries going on so far. Is there any other subjects you want to chat about? Oh,
well,
go ahead.
A couple of injuries. With the young running backs in Seattle, there's a running back and both of the running backs.
Yeah.
Injured. Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. Both of those guys are injured at the moment. When they drafted Charbonnet, I thought they were crazy because I feel like, Kenneth Walker, that guy, he's good, but evidently as far as his recovery coming along, he ain't as good as you think he should be. And of course, with the Dalvin Cook situation with the Jets, that tells me that, of course, Breece Hall ain't ready. If he signs with the Jets, because I with a healthy Breece Hall, I feel like he's better than Dalvin Cook at this point in his career because I've seen what this guy did last year in about a 7-8 game span. Like, Jets got their running back of the future, but evidently his rehab ain't coming along as well as it should have.
Yeah.
And another young rookie running back, Javonte Williams, second-year running back out of the Broncos, he'll seem to be coming along better than Breece Hall. And he tore his ACL. I think he tore all three of them, ACL, MCL, and PCL.
No way.
When he did his, his rehab seemed to be coming along a lot better than Breece Hall. So it looks like they're going to be trying to get Dalvin Cook in New York for an insurance policy, just in case Breece Hall's not ready to go.
Yeah.
Or if he gets out there and you overwork him and all of a sudden he's back down again. So only time will tell, Fredo.
Yeah, so it's crazy that, the reports that came out that Cook is going to the Jets to go get some interviews done, see what's up, go pay some visits. I was like, man, what's up? What's going on with Breece Hall? All that stuff, man. Like everything you just said, man. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Talking about visits, also, man. So you think about Ezekiel Elliott visiting the Patriots?
I don't know if that was just. I don't know if there's really any real interest in there for Zeke, or if it's just trying to get some attention from other teams.
Yeah.
To get some more visits because I don't know what the hell. Why are the Patriots looking for running back? They got Ramondre Stevens. Why do they feel like they need another running back?
Yeah.
They drafted another kid last year, Pierre Strong, who seems to be coming along pretty well. So I don't understand what Belichick is doing, or Bill O'Brien, or whoever it is. They're thinking they need another running back.
Yeah.
Because they already have enough. I feel like you know. And Zeke, I don't know if Zeke wants to take the role of every third series or something like that. I think he felt like he can come in and still be a starter. And if that's the way he feels, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
You ran that course. Yeah, step back and let some of these young guys have a shot at it. If you're willing to come in and be a backup and a good teammate, okay, we'll take a shot. But at our cost. We'll run it, even the high-profile running backs are already struggling to get paid.
Yeah.
We sure ain't gonna let you come in here and tell us we need to give you no more than $2 million, $3 million a year, and I don't think he's gonna accept that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, man, it's crazy out there, DC, right now with this whole running back stuff, and believe me, man, when Williams from the Broncos got hurt last year, and Breece Hall got hurt, I had both of them on my fantasy, man. So man,
that sting right
there. That stinged it up really good right there. All right, DC, man, I don't know, DC. So, what are your expectations for this upcoming season, man?
I think there's a chance I think the Titans will end up winning about 10 games, man. Before they got D-Hop out, I was like at 7.5 wins. I don't know what Vegas is, but I think now there's a chance for the Titans to win at least 10 games. I think we'll end up splitting with the Jaguars for sure, and along with the rest of the schedule, if we can stay healthy, that's gonna be the key. If D-Hop stays healthy, that'll take some of the pressure off of Treylon Burks on the other side. And we got a nice young tight end and Chig Okonkwo. And of course, the Derrick Henry, he'll be there. That'll take a little pressure off of him. So, with Derrick Henry, there's no more 9 in the box now.
Yeah.
When you bring in D-Hop, those days are gone. So they're going to work well off of each other as far as D-Hop getting some one-on-one just based on Derrick Henry and who he is.
Yeah.
So when Burks on the other side. So I'm expecting about 10 wins. Now I feel a little more confident about winning the division now when D-Hop came. But I was like, man, with that wide receiver room, man, we're gonna be on a real struggle bus. They're just gonna put everybody in the box again.
Yeah.
And just try to stop Henry. So D-Hop, a little bit of relief for us.
So I'm checking right here. So right now Vegas is projecting out with 7.5. So basically 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they're projecting out that's the win total for y'all.
What are they giving Jacksonville? Does it say?
Jacksonville, they're giving Jacksonville. Hold on, I have to go over here and click on it. Over 10 wins.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Colts, this is winning the division already. Over 7, and the Texans, like I said, Texans are 7, 6.5.
Colts over 7. 7. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I might put a little dime on that under. I don't see it for them. I don't see it for the Colts. I really don't. Nowhere. Too many question marks there.
So yeah.
Jesus. Right.
So all right. So and what's it called? Like so under. So yeah, over 6 with the Texans. I mean, I'm sorry, 7. Like I hate when Vegas do this 6.5.
Yeah, that half game.
Yeah, man. Like I hate that. I get all right, but I get it for the tie game.
Right.
All right, and then also with the Colts 6.5, Jaguars 9.5, and the Titans 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Man. All right. So was there anything that you want to talk about, DC? From your notes?
Just looking at the quarterback situation in San Francisco. Purdy's back and throwing and look like he's moving right along, going to be ready for the start of the season.
Yeah.
And, of course, all of a sudden, Trey Lance, he's the third quarterback now behind Sam Darnold.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Somebody somewhere in that organization made a major mistake when they did that. What they gave up to get him versus where he's at right now, somebody totally whiffed on that one, man. And I can't believe it because I was a believer in him, but now evidently sounds like he just ain't worth the damn just from what the reports are coming out right now. You give up those 2 first rounds and all that stuff to Miami, and this guy ain't even got a chance to get on the field. And don't look like he's going to have a chance to get on the field this year. And that's why I was saying the whole offseason, man, they should have tried to get something for him.
Yeah.
If you got a guy that you took in the first round that you gave up 2 first-round picks and some more stuff for, you can't just let him sit there for 5 years.
Yeah, man.
You got to get something back out of it. And it don't seem like they don't be getting anything back. Call Tampa Bay, somebody. Give me something for him.
Yeah.
Quarterback room is just bad as the bottom of the 3 in the NFL with Trask and Baker Mayfield.
At least a second-round pick for him.
Something. Get something back. Don't just let him sit there and not get nothing in return after you gave up all those assets to get him. Like I say, people are not squawking because they winning right now.
Yeah.
Had they been not winning, people were like, man, I knew that was a stupid pick. You should have never done that. Gave up all the first round picks. Now look at her.
Yeah.
But winning cures all.
Yeah.
It's just the bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, man, it's crazy that, like you said, the 49ers gave up so much for Trey Lance, and he's back over there, and they're stringing, man.
Yeah,
they're stringing it. What about the quarterback from Green Bay, bro? Jordan Love.
I'm interested in seeing him. I want to see what he got. He's one of those guys. He's just been sitting back there behind Rodgers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find out if he learned anything.
Yeah.
Of course, all the reports out of camp. Yeah, he's good. He's moving right along. He's like what a QB1, but we'll find out when the live bullets start to fly here in about another month or so if he's really got it. If Green Bay made the right decision by moving on from Rodgers and not dealing with that back and forth with him. So, yeah, he got a nice young receiving core there, so still got some veteran running backs there that they can lean on. The defense should be okay.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see. A lot of those guys on that Green Bay team, I think they're out to prove Aaron Rodgers wrong. I really think there's Because a lot of guys in that locker room going to say, hey, we're going to show y'all. We know he's not as good as Rodgers, but we're going to show y'all that we can still contend without Aaron Rodgers, even though that division is one of the divisions that's on the come up with Justin Fields and Chicago and the way Detroit's been playing the last couple of years. And, of course, Minnesota.
Yeah.
That division's on the come up for sure. So he's got to do something to open up some eyes because they could find themselves in the very bottom of that division, which they probably will. But just as long as he can show some kind of promise that so that he can do the job, they ain't going to be drafting another quarterback next year because it's going to be time for him to get paid. He's going into like his third or fourth year on a 5-year deal. So even though they did just restructure some stuff for him, but if he comes out and ball, that might change their mind and get a little more money.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, do you see anything else, my boy?
I think that's it, Fredo.
Yeah, I want to think so too.
You know, Fredo, what do you think about? What do you expect for the Browns and Deshaun Watson this year?
Well, all right, so
the team wise and him, his performance.
So what I think about that, the Deshaun Watson this year is going to have a full year underneath the Browns this year. So he's going through all the training camp process, and he's going to, I'm pretty sure, play some preseason games. But the only difference is that this year he gets to start for week 1 in regular season. I know that the Browns have made some sleeper good additions this year. Really is underneath the radar. But I feel like the Browns, man, could be pretty surprisingly good. If anything, DC, I think they might be the best second team in that the AFC North, man. And I say that with caution because I'm still giving the Ravens some hope, but we don't know how good Lamar Jackson's gonna have that connection with his wide receivers. That's the only thing he's missing is the connection. And the defense is there, you know, but it just I feel like the Browns all the way around have a great team. And believe me, man, and that says a lot from a person that has his issues with Deshaun Watson because he used to be my quarterback here in the Texans. But yeah, man, like I feel like, believe it or not, man, I want to say I see the Browns winning more than 10 games. How about you, DC?
I'm with you, Fredo. I'm with you. Once again, it's that Cleveland Brown thing where you don't get to see or hear much. If you do, it's about Deshaun Watson. Yeah. But like you say, some of the moves that they've made and the people that he's got around him, and he's probably got a top 5 offensive line. A lot of people don't even realize that. That offensive line in Cleveland is a beast. It's got top 3 running back there, you know. So no further than 4 with Chubb when I'm looking at it. So got some receivers. Hey, he got playmakers all around.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's gonna put up some numbers this year. I really do.
So remember, the Browns are gonna play this Thursday. Imagine our first NFL game is this Thursday.
Yep.
The Hall of Fame game, which is against the Jets. So real quick, Dizzy, let's have a rapid shoot right here. I'm gonna give you the names who they play this year. I want you to give me an L or a W. Hey, can someone can you pass me a pen? Oh, look, I want to write this down. Oh shit! Oh, you got a piece of paper?
There you go, man.
Right here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go for L and a W. I'm gonna give rapid fire and just fast. DC, top of your head. All right, ready? Ready?
W.
Bengals.
No. You said you're doing the Brown schedule, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought they played. They played the Bengals first.
Bengals first, December 10th.
Give me W.
W.
Yeah, give me a W.
Okay.
Oh, they gonna win.
Okay. Steelers.
The W.
Titans.
That's a W.
Ravens.
Wait a minute. This game, where does game? Does it say where they play in this game at?
The Ravens?
Yeah.
They play in Cleveland.
W.
49ers.
L.
Colts.
W.
Seahawks.
I'm gonna give them an L on that one.
And it says Seattle too.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you where they play at?
Yeah, let me know.
Cleveland. All right. In Cleveland, Arizona.
Oh, that's a W.
At Baltimore.
L.
Steelers.
Ooh, I give them an L. I give them an L. Because Steelers going to split with them. They're going to jump up and bite them at some point.
Okay.
Tomlin can do it, man. Some kind of way. I don't know how, but he does it.
In Denver.
Ooh. W.
For the Browns?
Yeah, for the Browns, yeah.
At the Rams.
That's W.
Jaguars.
That's W.
Bears.
Yeah, they'll get that one too.
In Houston.
Yeah. They get them again this year? W.
In Houston. Yeah. Jets.
L. Jets get them.
At Bengals.
L.
So let me round this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Over 11 games.
Yeah.
So 11.
What does Vegas
1, 2,
have for
3,
them?
4, 5, 6. 11 and 6.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Let me go over here. Let me see betting. Not bad about this, guys. But Vegas has them over 10 wins.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, man, that Steelers stuff, man, it's amazing, man. How Mike Tomlin is able to get those guys up every week to compete like that with the lack of talent, you know. So they every year they're gonna sneak up and bite somebody. Like last year, week 1, they beat the Bengals. Now week one is the week you want to jump up and bite somebody. You know, that's the chance when a team that you feel is not going to be as good get a chance to beat one of those guys that you think got a chance to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. So and Pittsburgh will do it.
So with 10 wins, before I even told you the schedule. Before we started the schedule, I told you they won 10 games. So the true competition is still the Bengals.
Yep.
Are the Bengals going to win more than 10 games?
Yeah, I think they will. If Joe Burrow is healthy the year, I think they will.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. The team that I think I'm out this year on, man, is Buffalo. Man, I think I'm done with them.
You done with Buffalo?
Buffalo, man. I think I'm done with them, man. Yeah, man. I think they when they lost that damn game in 13 seconds a couple of years back. I think they were playing the Chiefs. And they had like 13 seconds, and they end up losing their game. I think that was their best shot right there, man. Because the Bengals have arrived. So now you got the Chiefs and the Bengals you got to deal with. Yeah. And guess what? The Jets are in your division, along with Miami. So it's gonna be tough. Yeah. It really is. I think they've missed the boat.
The window closed on them.
It cracked. It ain't as open as wide as it was. It's a crack now, man. I'm out on Buffalo.
Yeah, man.
I really am, man.
I feel.
I think they missed their boat. They were right there.
Yeah.
That was it. And now, the Bengals, and the Chiefs.
So, all right, real quick, who are your top 3 teams from each conference? Let's start with the AFC, man. Since we're on that already. AFC, who's your top?
It's gonna be the Chiefs, the Bengals. Oh man, and I like Chiefs. I mean, I'm kind of like you a while ago with that Baltimore thing. I like them a lot, but man, and of course I like the Jets a lot now with what they've done. Give me the Jets, man. Jets. Chiefs, give me the Jets.
Chiefs. Bengal.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jets. Wow. Okay. Let's go to the NFC, man. Who's your top 3 teams on that one?
Oh, man, that's going to be, of course, the Eagles and Niners. That third one is going to
You ain't going to show love to the Cowboys?
I'm thinking, man. I'm thinking. God, that NFC, that Saints division ain't nothing.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It'll be the Cowboys. It'll be the Cowboys, yeah. Yeah, the 49ers, Eagles, and the Cowboys, looks like.
Because, I mean, the only team I put next to the Cowboys would be the Seahawks.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
That'd be the only team.
They right there.
Yeah.
They're right there,
that's what I'm saying.
The Cowboys and the Seahawks, yeah.
Because, when we did our reel, we did a top 5 Super Bowl contenders.
Yep.
I know that all of us agree was going to be the Chiefs and Bengals and Eagles and it was a toss up between the 49ers, the Jets,
right,
and the Seahawks. But yeah, man. But overall, I feel like our top 4 were the same. It's just the other 2 was a little bit of toss up, man. But yeah, absolutely, man. Like this year, man, like I feel like it's going to be AFC teams that's going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I expect the Eagles to be right back there, at least in the NFC Championship. Yeah. It's going to be tough to knock them off.
Yeah.
Real tough. But if Purdy is what he was last year, we're going to find out if there was a fluke or if he can really take that team again.
Yeah.
Like that, Because there was some plays I was watching him, man. He was missing some throws. And I just hope that don't come back to bite him in the games that really matter.
Yeah.
So
he got lucky, man.
Yeah.
He got lucky. Some defensive players don't know how to catch.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So he got lucky in some games, man. But what kept him in there was that defense, bro. Yeah. The defense and that running game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what's up, man.
Yeah.
Besides that, DC, you got anything else, bro?
That's it, Fredo.
All right. So let me give you some info, man. So yes, we have changed our name to the Shield Football Podcast. It's up and running now. Look us up. Now we do have a new member and joining us this year. Moving on forward, man, we got Josh, aka Jerron's brother. Yeah, man. So yeah, he is a big Cowboy fan. I'm gonna let him come in when he wants and show his face. But yeah, so I'm gonna give him that time. But I'm not gonna put him that much pressure. But he's gonna handle more our social media accounts. So that's why if you do follow us on the social media accounts, please follow us under the Shield Football Podcast. Like, share, follow us. If you got any questions, comment us. On YouTube. The best way to help this channel to move on forward is YouTube. Please subscribe to us. That right there is going to help us bring up the channel more. And of course, now we're going to have some TikToks, some Reels. Check those out right there. My boy Josh will be managing those right there with his talents and all that. But that being said, of course, you're always going to see me, DC, Jerron, Steven in the back. And also now our newest member, Josh, man. So what do you think about that, DC?
Sounds good, man. Like you said, we got some stuff coming up, dealing with maybe fantasy football, some coverage and video we may be doing during the drafts. Looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, man.
Refreshed.
Yeah.
Been enjoying the ride so far. Continue this ride, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking forward to it, man. The Shield.
Absolutely, man. When we started this, man, I'm pretty sure y'all heard the story. Me and DC were talking in the parking lot, and we were just, man, we should start a podcast.
Yeah.
And when I first started, DC said, yeah, I'll jump in a couple episodes, see what's up. Ever since then, this man has only missed maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm excited. I appreciate you, DC.
No problem.
Appreciate Steven, Josh, and my boy Jay. One thing I do appreciate, and I've said this multiple times, is time. I appreciate people's time because that's one thing in this world that we're short of. And the fact that I have y'all here, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate y'all's time, man.
No problem.
So yeah, especially like how life is so short, you don't know what day or if there's a day even promised tomorrow.
That's right.
So we gotta live the day and live your best and trying to do the best you can, whatever that makes you feel, man. So pursue your happiness is what I'm trying to say. But besides that, we're gonna be on every Mondays now, like always. We're back to the same schedule. Now, unless if the end of the world comes, we see what's up. But every Mondays now. If it's not me, it's going to be DC. If it ain't DC, it's going to be Jerron. If it ain't Jerron, it's going to be Josh. Yeah. Someone's going to be here. Worst case scenario is going to be Steven back. So, yeah. But
you'll get a blank screen with a voice.
Yep.
That's dope. The show must go on.
The show must go on. But, yeah, man. So, appreciate guys for y'all tuning in. Like always, please share and subscribe. But besides that, we'll see y'all next week. All right, DC.
Later.